Now we will study a 3D rotation model of the thorax in order to see the contents of the mediastinum. As you can see in this 3D model, we can rotate. We can see the two lungs. We can see the thoracic cage. And in order to see the mediastinum, we have to remove the bones in the lungs. First, we will remove the sternum. We have to select it. We remove the thoracic cage. And we will select the costal cartilages and hide them. And finally, we will select the lungs and hide them. Now we can see the contents of the mediastinum clearly. I will clear the bronchial tree as well. And the branches of the pulmonary veins. Now things look much clearer. We will rotate the model now in order to see the mediastinum. Here we are. As we said before, the heart and the big vessels joining it together with the phrenic nerves make the middle mediastinum. Behind the heart, we have here the posterior mediastinum. In front of the heart, we have the anterior mediastinum. And here above, at the level of the arch of aorta, we have the superior mediastinum. Okay. Let's see the contents of the superior mediastinum. First of all, we can see here the thymus gland, which extends down till the anterior mediastinum as well. We will highlight it and hide it. Now we can see the three veins, the superior vena cava, made by union of two brachiocephalic veins. The left is oblique, the right is vertical. Each is made by union of two veins, a subclavian vein draining the upper limb and an internal jugular vein draining the head and neck. This is on the right side as well as on the left side. In addition to the veins, we have the arteries. The ascending aorta, as we said, lies in the middle mediastinum below this level. What lies in the superior mediastinum is the arch of aorta. And as we rotate here, the arch becomes the descending aorta in the posterior mediastinum. Okay, the arch gives three big branches, which are the brachiocephalic, it is, which divides into a right subclavian artery to the upper limb and a right common carotid to the head and neck. In addition, two other branches rise separately, the left common carotid to the head and neck and the left subclavian artery to the upper limb. Okay. Now we can see three ducts. The trachea. Behind the trachea, we can see here the esophagus. Here it is. Behind the left border of the esophagus, we can see the thoracic duct, this green duct, which actually arises in the abdomen. It enters with the aorta through the diaphragm, ascends in the posterior mediastinum all the way to the superior mediastinum, then curves in the neck to end at the junction of the left subclavian and left internal jugular veins, where they unite to form the left brachiocephalic vein at this angle here. Okay. Now we can see the nerves. As we said before, there are three nerves. We have clearly here, we can see the phrenic nerves. The right phrenic descends all the way on the superior vena cava, right atrium till the diaphragm. the left phrenic descends between the two big arteries on the left side from the arch of aorta, the left common carotid and left subclavian, then on the arch of aorta, then on the left ventricle to reach the diaphragm. In addition to the phrenic, we have the vagus nerve. This is the right vagus. It descends here to go on the right side of the trachea, and then it reaches the esophagus to make the esophageal plexus. The left vagus also descends here. At first it was in the carotid sheath in the neck, and then it descended on the arch of aorta, and then it goes to the esophagus to make the esophageal plexus. Okay, let's see the left recurrent laryngeal nerve. We will enlarge this segment here. Between the arch of aorta, okay, and the, let's reduce the size a little bit, okay. Between the arch of aorta and the left pulmonary artery, there is a ligamentum arteriosum. This is the vagus nerve. This is the phrenic nerve. From the vagus arises the left recurrent laryngeal. It winds around below the arch of aorta behind the ligamentum arteriosum, and then it ascends in the left groove between the trachea and the esophagus. Now we have seen all the structures of the superior mediastinum. Now let's remove the heart and see the structures of the posterior mediastinum. Okay. Now let's remove the heart. Let's hide it. Here we are. Now we can see the four vertical large structures in the posterior mediastinum. We can see the descending thoracic aorta. We can see the esophagus with the vagi nerves making the esophageal plexus. And we can see this green thoracic duct, right? And we can see this vein, which is the azygos vein. The azygos arises in the abdomen, ascends through the diaphragm in the posterior mediastinum. It makes an arch here, which ends in the back of the superior